This colonial city, tucked away in the heart of Peru, remains an underexplored gem nestled atop the rugged crevices and lush valleys of the majestic Andes Mountains. Established by the Spanish conquistadors in 1540, Ayacucho holds a significant place in history, playing a pivotal role in the Peruvian War of Independence. Join me as we learn about Ayacucho's rich past and vibrant present. We will explore the city's cathedrals, plazas, markets, and busy colonial streets steeped in centuries of tradition. As we delve into Ayacucho's deep history, we will uncover the layers of its intriguing past. Beyond the city limits, we will embark on a panorama of adventures and breathtaking landscapes. We will traverse remote valleys to uncover remnants of long-destroyed Inca ruins, and we will explore quiet, ancient towns tucked away from Ayacucho's busy heart, each offering its unique tales and rich history. The following morning, bright and early, I hop into the tour bus, eager to embark on our next adventure and discovery. All right, good morning. So today I'm going to some historic locations far outside of Ayacucho. Apparently the tour is going to last anywhere from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. So welcome to the farmlands and highlands of Peru. Our first stop is a family restaurant deep in the farms and highlands of Peru. My dish of choice is rice with chopped onions, boiled Peruvian corn, potatoes, and salt. Simple, yet effective. Within the tour bus, you passively enjoy the massive expanse of lush green rolling hills in the Peruvian Andes, with sheep and cows grazing the day away. Right now, we're going to go check out some puyas, and they're related to the pineapple. Now, what you see behind me is actually a puya that has grown up to 80 to 100 years. So they take a very, very long time to grow. And the majority of these puyas have been cut down here, but now they're trying to regrow them for ecological reasons and for tourism as well. There are over 200 species of puya, which take an exceptionally long time to mature, with lifespans reaching up to 100 years. Unfortunately, over the past several decades, a significant number of these plants have been cut down. Currently, there is a gradual initiative underway to reintroduce them to the Peruvian ecosystem. We continue to our next destination, passing large, clear-cut Peruvian farmlands. The stone-built houses along the way featured the names of local political candidates plastered in paint on their walls. So welcome to the next place. It's called Intihuatana. Intihuatana are ritual stones that were used by the Inca as an astronomical clock or calendar. Their name means where the sun is tied in the Quechua language. The Inca believed that the sun was a powerful god that needed to be tied to the earth to ensure the regular passage of time. The ancient inhabitants of Intihuatana de Pomacochas lived harmoniously with nature. Their homes were built from adobe or stone, and the land around Pomacochas was ingeniously terraced and irrigated for farming. They raised Andean animals like llamas, alpacas, and guinea pigs. The ancients created clothing from llama and alpaca wool and crafted tools from leather and wood. Religion was deeply ingrained in their daily lives, with the Intihuatana a sacred site used to track the sun's path, serving as a calendar for spiritual and communal activities. Their societal structure was hierarchical, but everyone had a unique role contributing to the community's welfare. Festivals like the Inti Raimi, or the Festival of the Sun, played a significant role in their culture. They communicated in the Quechua language, binding them together through shared stories and wisdom. Life in Intihuatana was rich and meaningful, embodying resilience and a deep respect for the environment. So this entire construction was ultimately refined with the help of the Incas government over time, but ultimately the methods of construction and the forms and the style of architecture was developed over many, many centuries, hundreds and hundreds of years. We're talking from the Wari civilization as well as the civilizations before that and before that, as they were refining the techniques, refining the architecture, refining the materials. This is the culmination under the Inca government was able to accomplish until the Spanish came and started to take everything apart to use the stones for building a church further down into the city, all the way in the horizon. So everything behind me was for the servants of the elite. So the walls actually continue 15 meters even lower than what you see. So this part of the tour was very relaxing, very informative, very tranquil. I really enjoyed it. You're walking around in the ancestral homelands of the indigenous populations. So the Incas, the Wari, and every empire that preceded it is very relaxing. And then you have all these farm animals walking by. So I really recommend doing this tour if you ever come to Ayacucho. Back onto the bus, we made our way down the Andean valleys to our final destination, the ancient town of Vilcas Huaman. After a quick lunch and an aggressively territorial parrot biting my finger, we began the discovery. Welcome to Vilcas Huaman. It's a really small town here in Peru. The actual pronunciation was Vilcas Huaman, which in the Quechua language means sacred falcon. The Inca culture revered the falcon as an incredibly sacred bird, as it was used in many of their religious ceremonies. Ushnus were steeped platforms used by the Inca for public gatherings, religious ceremonies, and judicial proceedings. These structures were typically built around the 15th century, rose to about 20 meters, and were made of stone and adobe. They were arranged in a semicircular shape with the highest platform at the center. The Ushnu ruins give us insights into urban planning by the Incas. The site is also believed to have been used for the coronation of Inca emperors, which adds to its significance. The Ushnu ruins are not only a popular tourist destination, but also a testament to the power, influence, and advanced understanding of the Inca Empire. So this area was first captured by the Wari civilization or the Wari government over the course of about 400 years. And then the Inca came along, and while the town tried to resist, ultimately the Inca were able to simply besiege the population by blocking off all sources of food, water, until the population capitulated, and then after that they simply gave up. The Inca made Vilcas Huaman an important religious center, and they built a number of temples and other structures in the area. Thus, most if not all Inca buildings and temples were eventually destroyed. The town was then forced under the control of the Catholic Church and rebuilt, becoming an important administrative and cultural center. Once Peru gained independence from the Spanish Empire after the Battle of Ayacucho, Vilcas Huaman lost its importance. The town was bypassed by better trade routes, and it became a relatively unimportant and isolated community. But in recent years, Vilcas Huaman has become a popular tourist destination. The town is home to a number of Inca ruins and a number of colonial-era Catholic churches built on top of those ruins. The cemetery looks completely ruinic and destroyed, but there's still some flowers, so I assume it's still in use. And now, welcome to the Temple of the Sun and the Moon. So this church, this temple, did not exist previously. Now it's a church, but previously it was a Wari/Inca temple before the Spanish came and destroyed everything and made it into a Christian temple. The main church in Vilcas Huaman is called the Iglesia de San Juan Bautista, built in the 1500s. It was built on top of the temple of the sun god, Inti. However, the foundations of the temple are still visible, and they provide a valuable glimpse into Inca architecture and religious practices. It's believed that the church contains the remains of Inca Emperor Pachacuti, the emperor who conquered this area to expand the Inca Empire. The long drive back to Ayacucho was accompanied by a light show from Ilapa, the Inca god of lightning. Ilapa was a powerful god who could bring both good and bad fortune. He was responsible for bringing rain, which was essential for a good harvest, but he could also bring destruction with his thunder and lightning. It is important to appease Ilapa by making offerings, such as sacrificing llamas and guinea pigs. Back in Ayacucho, the streets glistened with the rains of Ilapa, bringing good fortune to everyone after a long and eventful day. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next adventure. Leonidas here. Cheers, salud, saúde, and za zdrowie.